Today's MMA Company fight preview is with Cole Macek. Cole is going to be defending his 247 Fighting Championships middleweight belt at Brawl in the Berg 8. That's going to be on August 7th. He'll be taking on another undefeated fighter in DeWitt Dixon. Cole, thanks for taking the time to jump on with me today. I know you're busy. I know it's hectic in your life right now. Just how have you been handling, balancing crazy work schedule, crazy training schedule? How's life been?
It's been good, man. Life's keeping me on my toes right now with work and training, but I'm doing everything that I possibly can to fill my schedule up with whether I'm training, recovering. I'm moving all that stuff around my work schedule. So this is my sixth, seventh fight camp. I've been competing my whole life. I know where my body's at, what it needs. So, I mean, I feel good. This has been this has been one of my best, probably my best fight camp so far in terms of structure and being able to, train and get the work and put the work in,
Mm-hmm. And you have been competing your whole life. You've had a pretty structured way about putting things together from the last time we talked, between just growing up wrestling to playing football to military academy to now your life as an MMA fighter. Yeah, it seems like you almost have like a method, not a method to your madness, but it's almost organized chaos, right? You're here, you're there, but you're always at least, everything is always structured for you. So you might have a million different things going on, but like, I'm going to be at the gym at this time, right? So I'm going to do this from this time to that time. But even if you're balancing things around, it seems like you still can rein it in to put these camps together.
Yeah, no doubt. The best advice I was ever given was by one of my teachers at West Point, and it was he said on the first day of school, he said, "Be a person in a place," and he kind of left it at that. And I thought about it, and really, kind of what I gathered from it was just no matter what you're doing, whether you're training, you're out, working at your job, or you're just being a father, a son, a brother, a friend, be in the moment and don't let all the outside factors affect what you're doing at that time. So I mean, I've taken that and just lived through it and utilized it throughout my everyday life. And to be honest with you, it's helped me so much. Just no matter what I'm doing, if I'm at the gym, I'm training. I don't have anything else in my mind besides winning this fight, getting everything done that needs to be done. If I'm out showing houses, there's nothing else on my mind other than how old's the roof, how old's the furnace, am I going to answer my question or questions that my clients might have, whatever that might be. Or if I'm just hanging out with the family, I'm just relaxing, hanging out, and being the best son, brother I can be. So, I mean, you live by that, and everything else kind of falls into place. So, yeah, I mean, it's been relatively easy, and I've been satisfied with how this fight camp's turned out.
And it seems like you're also not too thrown off or not too bothered by things that are outside of your control, right? Because like you had that fight that fell through before, and when we were talking a little bit offline, you said it actually was kind of almost a blessing because you now had two fight camps to get together. You feel like you're even in better shape from that. So, talk to me about some of those variables that you can't control and how you deal with things coming up that maybe you didn't expect or didn't see coming.
I mean, if you let outside factors and stuff that you can't control affect your mindset on what's on life and what's going on, I mean, it's never going to turn out positive. So, it was unfortunate that fight got canceled. I mean, there was nothing that I can do about it. Everybody did everything they could to try to find me an opponent, and then DeWitt showed up the day before the fight and was like, "I'm ready. Here we are." And I'm like, "Where have you been for the last 3 months?" You know what I mean? But now we got it going on. So I'm just happy that he stepped up to the plate and took this one. And yeah, I mean, there's no reason to stress over things that you can't control. I mean, I know it's hard not to because things happen that are unfortunate. Like not having that fight was tough to deal with. But what was I going to do about it?
Yep. And speaking of this fight with DeWitt, you're both undefeated fighters. I got a chance to watch, some of the things that you've been putting on your social media, and the reason that you created the shirt that you did for this upcoming fight was him talking about, 8 of you not being able to stop him. So is that, fuel for you? Is that something that you're like, haha, that's funny? Or what do you think when people say stuff like that before a fight that you're about to fight?
That made me laugh. That's cracked me up. I was just wondering, like he came up with that number, that hard 8. I was like, why not 9 or 10? But eight is where he drew that line. I don't know. I just thought it was funny, and I kind of took it and ran with it. But he's been talking smack, but I know he knows that he has his hands full, and I know he's a tough kid. I know he's powerful. I know he's dangerous. So I mean, it's going to be a fight, and everybody in a fight like that where you got two guys who've been training hard, two guys who are technically sound, strong, and are going to do anything that they absolutely can to get the win. He's going to bring it all. I'm going to bring it all. We're going to see who comes out on top. But I can tell you one thing, that he's going to have by far his toughest challenge yet. I mean, he hasn't fought anybody near as good as me. I don't think his training partners are anywhere near as good as me. And I train with guys that are way better than him on a daily basis. So, yeah, I mean, the buildup has been fun, but it's getting down to game time, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we're excited for it too. Now, fighting someone who does talk before, you said it's funny, but either way, is that something that does it give you any kind of added motivation? Is it something that you're just like, once the fight starts, you don't even think about it? How do you feel about people trash talking before fights?
I don't care. I don't really care. I'm not a big trash talker, but if someone's gonna come and trash talk with me, then I'll give it right back and then some. So it doesn't affect my mental state. If it affects your mental state, that's when it'll affect the fight. But at the end of the day, people could say and they could say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, the fight's going to be the fight. There's no the amount of trash talking that's done, as long as you don't let it affect you and let somebody get inside of your head, then the fight's going to turn out the way the fight's going to turn out. As long as you know that you're working hard and you're putting the work in, doesn't change a thing.
Sure. And speaking of putting the work in and working hard for this fight, how do you feel you've I don't want to say leveled up or evolved, but what's one thing in your game that you've been working on or looking to improve, or you're in the gym and you're like, okay, this is starting to click, or what's that thing from last fight to this fight that you were just like, okay, that's something that I really got better at in this camp?
You have to see Saturday.
Perfect. I'm loving it. All right. Before I let you go, just wanted to give it to you, give any shout outs, any give any love to anybody that's been helping you out along the way. I know you got a big support system. You're gonna have a ton of fans down at in Monroeville for this fight. So I just want to give you that opportunity.
Shout out to my brother selling all my tickets. That's a stressful thing to do, and he's taking the reins on that, so that's nice. And yeah, everybody's showing love and support. My coaches, family, and God first and foremost. Nothing's possible without him. So, I mean, man, there's so many people to thank. But my coaches have done a very good job of getting me ready for this fight. I know I have so many supporters, friends, and family that are going to come out and watch me, and it's such a tough sport. You put a lot of work in, and you finally go out to put on a show and put it on display, all the hard work and months of hard training. So the fight is the fun part, So having all those people come out and watch me, I mean, there's not enough words that I can come up with right now to be able to express my gratitude for those people. So the list goes on, but I'm just excited and ready to go.
Great, brother. We're excited for you too. That's going to be 247 Brawl in the Berg 8. That's going to be August 7th. Cole Macek will be defending his middleweight championship. Cole, good luck. Enjoy the rest of your weight cut. We'll see you on the other side.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I'll need it.